What's going on, guys? Sam Reviews here. And one thing that I've noticed is that the world seems to love Taki chips. Everywhere I go, there's always someone who says, oh man, I love Taki chips. Now, I haven't had Taki chips in about 2 to 3 years, but except when I was buying this Taki mix bag, I wasn't holding it in my hands for at least 5 seconds before someone walked up to me and said, this shit slaps. So clearly the world is in love with Taki chips. But we're going to find out which Taki chip is the best. There are 5 different versions of Takis in this Taki mix, and we're going to rank them from 5 to 1, and we're going to figure out which one reigns supreme. So the way I'm going to format this video is first you're going to see my live reaction, and then I'll go more into depth about why that chip is placed where it is. So let's get started with number 5. Next, we're going to try habanero and lime tortilla chips. These are the Takis Nitro. Right away, I'm going to expect these are going to be very hot, which I'm not very excited for. While I do like things that have a little bit of a spice to them, I don't like really spicy things, and habanero is really spicy. But I do like the idea that there might be a hint of lime in this. So my anticipation is quite high. Ooh, there's a lot of spice on this one. Right off the bat, the amount of lime, these habanero and lime Takis is insane. Like, I was more expecting kind of like a hint of lime, but the amount of lime on this is almost too much. I mean, these Takis are almost not hot at all. Like, you go into this thing, and they've got, like, the Takis on fire, and it's not even that hot. Yeah, this one would have been a lot better if they toned down on the lime just a little bit. Because when you call it habanero and lime, you're kind of expecting to be very hot with a hint of lime, but it's just all lime. It's not that hot at all. Not my favorite. Starting off at number 5, we have habanero and lime. So going into this flavor, I was expecting it to be really good because I do like the taste of lime. I think it can really add a lot to a chip when used sparingly. The problem with the habanero and lime chip was that the taste of lime was way too much. It was just right away, just this lime, just too much lime. In my personal opinion, did not care for it at all. With the name habanero and lime, what I was expecting was this to be a very, very hot chip because habaneros are hot, with sort of a hint of lime at the end. I think a more appropriate name would be to call it spicy lime because it wasn't that hot. Wasn't that hot at all. It was, like it kind of burnt your. It kind of like there was some heat, but it was probably the least hot of all the chips, and the lime taste was just very overbearing. So this was a very easy number 5 pick for me. Definitely number 5 is habanero and lime. This one is called Tortilla Chips Fajita. This is the Taki's Crunchy Fajitas. To be honest, I'm trying to think of what a fajita tastes like off the top of my head, but I guess I can't remember. So I don't have much to go off of this for. But we're gonna give it a good shot. I don't really know what to say. It's solid. Nothing about it really stands out. Again, I don't remember the last time I had a fajita. So I don't really have a flavor to base it off of. But pretty generic. I don't know, nothing that really stands out. Nothing that's really spectacular. Doesn't burn your mouth, which I appreciate. Then coming in at number 4, we had the fajita chip. Number 4 and number 3 were hard for me to place simply because there wasn't much that was unique about them. Nothing about them really seemed like different. I just thought that the fajita flavor had nothing that was that like made it stand out, made you think, oh yeah, I want to get more fajita Takis. That was not the case for me at all. I think that you could. It was weird because it almost just tasted like I was eating wrapped up Doritos. It was almost like a cheese taste, which I guess fajitas have. Do fajitas have cheese in them? I don't know what the fuck a fajita is. But yeah, nothing that was like memorable about it. It was just a solid chip. I didn't hate it, but nothing about it makes me want to buy them again. So fajita was definitely number 4 in my mind. This one is Taki's Blue Heat. It is a hot chili pepper tortilla chip. This just looks wrong on so many levels. I don't know why a blue chip seems so wrong, but it does. I'm also struggling to put this one into words. With the packaging that it has and the name Blue Heat and the hot chili pepper, I was really expecting this one to totally obliterate my tongue. It doesn't taste bad. It's just nothing I would probably have again. I think they look cool. The blue is very unique. But I don't know, it's not that special, being honest. Then at number 3, we had the Blue Heat chip. This is the one that I saved for last because everyone that I talked to was saying how the Blue Heat Taki chip is like the fountain of youth. It's just the greatest thing you'll ever have. It'll cure your blindness. It'll make you 10 years younger. You'll be able to go to the Olympics. All this great stuff about the Blue Heat Taki chip. And so I said it for last because it's kind of like the boss battle of this video. And I was going into this expecting to be disappointed with the Blue Heat chip, and sure enough, I was disappointed by the chip. Similar to the fajita chip, nothing about this chip made me really memorable. But besides the packaging and the color, the taste is just very, very generic. Nothing that's going to make me want to go back and buy more Blue Heat chips. The only reason why I gave it an edge above the fajita chip is because of its unique color, and the packaging is pretty cool. But yeah, Blue Heat, very disappointing. We'll put it at number 3. This is Taki's Wild Spicy Buffalo Tortilla Chips. Now, I'm not a huge fan of spicy buffalo, so maybe I'm not going to like these ones at all, but we're going to find out if they are good. Right away, the whiff from the bag is just intense. I opened this thing and it was like just a heat wave of smells. These don't really taste like buffalo sauce, which I kind of like because I've never liked buffalo things, and this does not taste like buffalo, which I like. It's more kind of like maybe my taste buds are just bugged up I don't know if I'm just gonna be a weird guy, but it almost tastes just kind of like a cheddar more. Not really. I don't know what these things would like compare to, but it's not spicy. Well, it's spicy. It's very spicy actually, um, but it's not buffalo. But it tastes good. I like it. I will probably eat these again. Then at number two, we had the surprise of the video being the spicy buffalo taki. Going into this one, I tried the spicy buffalo first because I was expecting to just to pan this flavor. Number five, no question, because most of the time when there's a buffalo chip or like anything buffalo, I hate it. I've never liked the taste of buffalo. I think it's the worst like well-known flavor out there. Nothing buffalo has ever tasted good to me. But what I think makes this chip good, the spicy buffalo, is that it tastes nothing like buffalo. Um, I don't even know what to classify it as. Um, but if you're someone with a criminal record who's looking to have a buffalo chip, you're not going to get a buffalo chip from the buffalo Takis. This is a very not buffalo chip in my opinion, but it tastes good. I like this flavor, and I like that it wasn't buffalo, and whatever you want to classify this flavor as, it's good. And that's why spicy buffalo is number two. This one is hot chili pepper and lime. This is the one that I'm familiar with. This is the one that I had most recently, with most recently being the only one I've ever had 2 to 3 years ago. So I don't remember exactly what these taste like, but um, I hope that they hold up because they were pretty solid when I had them last time. That same red seasoning that I remember from last time. Mm. I like this one. Now this is the fourth one of five that I've been trying. And this one has that lime flavor that I was expecting to get from the habanero and lime. One that's not one that just kind of like shows up at the end and isn't super overbearing. This is what I imagined for the habanero and lime, and they do it much better with this kind. This one might be the hottest one I've had so far, which I like. Because a lot of these, they call them fuego, but they aren't exactly hot. This is a very good flavor. And now coming in at number one, our top dog for the Taki chip video, we have the hot chili pepper and lime Taki. Now this is the one kind of Taki that I had previously 2 to 3 years ago or so, but I not remember at all what this Taki tasted like. And this one was definitely the best Taki flavor by far. If I were to describe this flavor, it's probably what I was expecting with the habanero and lime chip, because it was a very hot, very impactful chip. That just had a little hint of lime. It wasn't as overbearing as the habanero and lime chip. It was definitely my favorite. I thought it had a good intensity of heat, and the lime taste was not super intense as to being too much. But yeah, that that is why the hot chili pepper and lime chip is number one. If I were to summarize this Taki experience overall, I would probably categorize it as disappointing. Um, a lot of these flavors don't really match the name that they're given. Spicy buffalo is not a buffalo chip at all. Um, the the habanero and lime should just be called lime because it's not hot and it's way too much lime. and the fajita chip wasn't really fajita. Maybe I haven't had a fajita in a long time, but I didn't really get the name at all. And Blue Heat was very disappointing, but I still think that they're very solid. I don't understand why people like them so much, but I could definitely see myself eating them if they're made available, and I have no other choice. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Leave a like down below if you enjoyed. Also, according to my YouTube statistics, 2/3 of you guys watching are not subscribed. So if you're not liking this video, please consider subscribing. It's free, and you can always change your mind later. All right, that's my video. Have a good night, everyone.